Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 2 of the CTC 712Breaks Cup Series. Tonight, we return to Daytona, this time for the road course. 50 cars out here tonight, 44 will make the race. Qualifying about to get underway, 10 minutes to complete 2 laps. And we'll see who's going home. 6 cars as of right now will be going home. Charter holders are locked into the race, so those without charters are going to have to duke each other out to get those last few spots. Drivers already coming out. Looks like Davis Greenwell going to be one of the first ones out of pit road. Nice 69-degree day out here at Daytona. Partly cloudy, 8 miles an hour of wind, and 65% on the humidity. This race will end at night. Will begin during the daytime, or at least late daytime. Old tires are going to be really tough for these guys to deal with. Davis taking it really easy on his outlap. Right on board with him. That's the outlap. Test that really quick. Sorry about that. See that sun kind of glaring there over the grandstands out of turn, or NASCAR turn 4. A lot of drivers out here right now taking their qualifying lap. Got out here like Garrett Warren, about to complete lap number 1. Fastest in practice, Garrett Wolfenbarger, looks like he's out here and he sets a 1:45.8 on his first lap. Garrett Warren faster on his first, followed by Casey Graves with a 1:45.32. Casey jumps to the top of the board. Casey's still holding strong on the top of the board. Bring up our tower with all drivers there. 26 times in so far. Like Wolfenbarger going to be the highest so far without a charter. I think that time's already going to get him into the show no matter what. Plus some people whip out some really good lap times on lap 2. That is a strong showing from the 32 team. Going to be tough to beat. Driver who's been putting in a lot of time this week, Hayden Lowell in the 56. Got a charter, he's locked in, but he's going to want to put that thing on the pole position. Hayden's first lap, 145.1, top of the board. He's got another lap to go. Four and a half minutes left in qualifying. But he wants to get at least a lap in. He's going to have to leave right now. Lowell still top of the board. Jeff Perchotsky puts it 10th, 146.1. Pete Chowdhury, 146.0. There's two non-charters putting it in a pretty good lap time. Brian Martin up to 14th. Gonna name off some lap times as they come in. Hayden Lowell through the bus stop for his second lap. Blake Giglio running his first lap right now. We got through the bus stop for the final time. He should have time for one more lap after this, but see if he can put down a good lap time at lap number 1. Across the line for that M9setups.com 16 machine. 146.2 on his first lap. Could put him 12th. So, pretty good starting spot there for the 16, but I'm sure he's going to want to improve on lap number 2. Hopefully that wasn't an off track right there, and it was. So that lap's not going to count for Blake. Just going to be a practice lap. He's going to have to stick with that 146.2. 43 cars getting a lap time in. There's a minute and a half left. Some drivers trying to get their last times in. Looks like Trenton Sneed. His second lap time will net him 147.2, 22nd. That should be good enough, but we'll have to see. While non-charter drivers looking in. Looks like Dalton Hayes in 45th. That'll be the first definite out. Same, I think, with Ethan Evers. 44th. We'll have to see, though. That's going to be something we'll look at here in a moment. Like everybody's going to finish up qualifying here, so we're going to take a break, and we will be back in just a moment. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. Sorry about the break. Had to make sure we got everybody in the race. Hopefully we don't have to do that again in the future, but here we are. Let's go through our grid. We're going to go through our top 20 since there's so many cars. Hayden Lowell starting first tonight. Garrett Wolfmarter starting second. Casey Graves in third. Garrett Warren in fourth. David Chowdhury in fifth. Patrick O'Keefe in sixth. Micah Mixer in seventh. Bradley Wilson in eighth. Carson Bechtel in ninth. Brad Patton 10th. Jeff Berchotsky 11th. Blake Giglio 12th. Nick Cooper 13th. Got to grab our oh. Alright, sorry about that. Continue our grid. Sorry about the interruption there. Had to figure something. This is a mess that I hope to not have happen next week or beyond that. But here we go. I think we left off somewhere around here. Bradley Wilson starting 8th. Carson Bechtel starting 9th. Brad Patton in 10th. Jeff Berchotsky in 11th. Blake Giglio in 12th. Nick Cooper 13th. Ronnie Holmes in 14th. Nolan Walker in 15th. Logan Wilson 16th. Brian Martin in 17th. Davis Greenwell in 18th. Jeff Price in 19th. Harry Gurdell in 20th. We'll go through the rest since we got time. Jamal Collins 21st. Trenton Sneed 22nd. Jesse Jones 23rd. Wyatt McCombs 24th. Grant 11 25th. Kenny Frisbee 26th. Michael Christopher 27th. Christian Delgado 28th. Quinn Newton 29th. Ian Montrose 30th. Zachary Lance 31st. Daniel Whitfield 32nd. Andrew Beach 33rd. PG Swiss 34th. Nick Leo 35th. Dakota Lee in 36th. Dave Hoytsma 37th. Jason Hale 38th. Zach Swicegood 39th. Brian Jackson 40th. Cliff Mullins 41st. Jonathan Rains 42nd. Jake Vianowski 43rd. I'm sorry. Jonathan Rains, Jake Vianowski, and Scott Elston get bumped out by charters. And then you will have Daniel Wellen, Jacob Boyd, and Jeremy Scherer taking those spots. So Daniel Wellen 42nd, Jacob Boyd 43rd, and Jeremy Scherer in 44th. Here we go. What a mess. Again, apologies for the confusion. Hope this all is going to be sorted out. After this week, we'll have a dedicated qualifying session. Won't have to figure out who's in before the race starts. Like we have 7 drivers starting from the pits. Team on the bottom there. Not a bad call. Especially since it nets you a little bit extra fuel. Here we go. Pace car going to pull off, and we'll get this thing underway. 30 laps at Daytona Road. There it is. BMW pace car pulls off. Aiden Lowell in control of the field. And green flag in the air. We're taking it really easy through turn one. We might have already had an incident. I don't know what my scoring is doing. Aiden Lowell. I can't find him. There's a wreck going on out of the pits. Oh man, that is a big wreck. Surprised it didn't throw a yellow on us. Looks like everybody's kind of sorted it out. We had some cars get some damage. Hayden Lowell is, I think he's left the race. Garrett Wolfenbarger is now in the lead. And he's got no 3-second lead on second place. So Wolfenbarger already out to a monstrous lead. The exit of the bus stop here is all 43 cars motor by. Oh no, that's Newton a little out of shape. Watch as they finish up lap 1. Wolfenbarger comes by, leads lap 1 at the Daytona Road Race. Go through the kink. The lockups there in the background. You can get a good view of all the cars in the race right here. Pick out some of our battles. Like Greenwell getting by Newton right there. Mixer trying to make a move on the 88 at Quinn Newton. The 14th spot. Up front, Perchotsky and Martin. Close battle going into the bus stop. Right on board with Brian Martin. Once he tries to make the move here. And have a big run going into turn 1. Started in 17th, already up to 4th. Impressive stuff. 54 of Martin. I think there must have been a pretty decent-sized wreck we saw up front and somewhat missed. We'll see if we can look back at it later and see what happened. Martin's going to move himself up to 4th, and he goes around in turn 1. Good save. He'll recover. Shouldn't lose too many spots. He'll fall back to, it looks like 6th after his, no, 7th. As Holmes gets by, maybe. But a big stack up here going through turn 1, almost 3 wide. Oh, trying to sneak out of shape. He saves it. Somebody else is around in the background. Looks like Jason Hale, rookie out here. Oh, wait, and he's got damage. That car's not driving straight, and he's going to lock it down and luckily tow it before the 14 of Price gets there. Scary situation. A little bit farther back. A lot of cars out here tonight. It's hard to keep track of them all on a road course. Let's see if we can go back and see what happened on lap 1 and turn 1. Oh, Hayden will find this. Gonna go through here. Oh, the car just steps out, and that causes a stack up. Casey Graves involved, Chowdhury, several others. Oh man, he rolls up into more cars. Oh, that was a big wreck we missed on lap 1. Back it up again. This time without Hayden alt F4ing and cutting the camera off. Let's see, the 61 bounces off the wall, rolls forward straight to the 24. That time he locks it down and everybody else gets by. There's more contact as everybody's checking up, trying to avoid this. That's a huge wreck. That's going to have to be looked at after the race by race control. Oh, man. That's your lap 1, turn 1 massacre. Wolfenbarger with a 5-second lead. Patton with O'Keefe about a half-second back. And Perchotsky and Cooper, a bit of a battle there for 4th. They're dropping frames bad. There's a lot of cars out here. Hopefully the broadcast looks okay. I appreciate that, Mike. Sorry, I just saw that message. I'm fairly impressed we had this many cars out here tonight. Road courses usually don't attract too many drivers compared to a super speedway, but we almost got to the number we had in the duels. First person to mention the driver in chat, we're right on board with them for a lap. Wolfenbarger just maintaining that lead on Patton. Hasn't really been gaining it too much. He did in the first few laps, but now it's just kind of stagnating. No, he gets by Patton. Turn 1, I think Patton might have missed turn 1 as I said that. Like Quinn Newton pit road? Possibly? Yeah, Quinn Newton. Oh, he's just off track. Alright. Oh man! Ian Montrose stopped in turn 1. Back it up and see what happened to Ian. Oh, the car just goes around. Oh, Newton! That's where Quinn Newton gets out of shape. He spins right in front of those guys. And Montrose looking in his mirror, maybe done the same thing. I don't know. Oh, the 12 got a piece of it. Luckily, he gets straight again. And not too much damage for anybody. Hey, I saw Trent. All right. Oh, thanks, Alicia. I was a little worried with this many cars and this track. Tends to have a little bit more trouble than just the super speedway. Let's see, where is Trent? I know he's up toward the top half of the field. There he is, 14th right now. We're right on board with him for a lap. The sun's starting to set here at Daytona. Soon be in nighttime conditions. Just how slow he used to take that bus stop. Going on up here ahead of him. It's like Greenwald, Graves, and Wilson going at each other. Trenton's gaining ground on Greenwell in front. Lap with Trenton. Kind of see what a lap around the Daytona road course looks like in these next gen cars. Fourth, still a battle going on with Kowski, Kluber, Martin, and Wilson. Ooh, Wilson, a lot of shape there and getting the bus stop. That camera really loud for some reason. Sorry if that blew out your speakers. Maybe? See what else is going on here. Any battles we got? Oh man, Wood Newton I think just went around in the horseshoe. Back on track. Garrett Warren I think might have had some trouble going into the west horseshoe. Also on the south side of the track, but we're not going to go there. Wolfenbarger extended his lead on the field. Got almost 7 seconds over O'Keefe, and I think pit stops are going to start coming in soon. I think they said they can make around 9 or 10 laps on a tank of fuel. There's Brad Patton all the way back there. Our first pit stops on our way, Mixer and Raves. Wyatt McCombs, Garrett Warren also down. Jeff Price on pit road. Any other cars now? Pit stops underway. Guy's gonna cycle back into the field. Mixer comes out right behind his teammate Jacob Boyd. Go by on those. Looks like Avich out here, he gets by. Now under fire from the 13 at Delgado. Let's start at 41st, he's now up to 19th. I know it says high as 23rd, but that'll update this time by. Wolfenbarger down pit road, so 9 laps on a tank. That's what we're going to call it as the leader comes down. I know he definitely would have liked to get it to lap 10 and cut it into 2 stops, but he just could not get there. Oh, he almost gets the pit wall as Wilson goes by to take the lead on pit cycles. That is different Wilson than Bradley. So, new driver this week, Logan Wilson, 76. Make sure to differentiate those two. Garrett Wolfenbarger in second, comes out right behind Wilson. Brett Sneed up there in third for the moment. He's not fit yet. Heard somebody getting in the wall near us. I'm not sure what that was about. In Montrose, I think might have just picked up a speeding penalty. He's gonna have to come down and serve that. Same with Michael Christopher. Those two both getting a black flag on pit exit, I think. Fortunate for those two, they were right next to each other. Like Samuel Litchfield, also picking up a black flag. Not a huge deal at somewhere like Daytona. You might not even lose a full lap, depending on where you're at in the field. But you're going to need a caution if you want to get back to up to where you were. We have now hit 1/3 of the way through the race as Wolfenbarger going to finish this lap. Battle for fourth still rages on. Bershowski trying to hold off Cooper. Cooper going to get a good run through the horseshoe. Going to try to show his nose through the kink. And Cooper gets by. That's been a 10-lap battle going on between those two. Wilson battling with Ronnie Holmes for that 7th spot. He's going to get by. We'll check in on our guys having issues. Looks like Zachary Lance on pit road fixing damage. Error is out with a DNF. Giglio out with a DNF. Weisgood out. Lowell out. And Collins still on pit road fixing damage. Christopher just serves his black flag right there. I'm not sure if it was speeding, unsafe pit exit, unsafe entry, who knows what, but it was a pit road black flag. Battle going on between 8th, 9th, and 10th right here. Right on board with Casey Graves as he navigates through this. Up on the tower, you can see the last time every driver is pit. So everybody's come down at least once this race now. Some of those drivers actually looks like maybe stretched at 10 laps, and if they can continue saving, they'll cut out a stop. But the question is, how much time are you giving up saving that extra lap? Drivers that stretched out looks like Logan Wilson, Trent Sneed, Carson Bechtel, Jesse Jones, Ian Montrose, Andrew Beach, Toto Lee, Kenny Frisbee, DT Swiss. I think that's going to be it for people still out here in contention. Casey through the bus stop. By side into turn one. Side by side up ahead of those two as well. Looks like Mixer going to move into 7th. Graves in 9th. See those glowing brake rotors on those cars now that the sun is going down. And something we're keeping up with as well, these drivers have a 25x incident limit until they get a drive-through penalty. Once they receive that penalty, they can only get 7 more incidents after until they receive another, and so on after that. Right now, I don't think anybody's in danger of getting a drive-through that I can tell. Bradley Wilson all over the back bumper of Micah Mixer. Trent Snead all over the back bumper of Logan Wilson. Trent backs up the entry to turn 1. They're still side by side. Looks like Logan Wilson going to let him go. Trent Snead up to 13th. All this battle going on for 7th, 8th, and 9th. Mixer, Wilson, Graves. Oh, Mixer gets in the outside wall, gets out of shape, heading back onto the banking. That's going to allow Bradley Wilson to get by. Ryan Martin up ahead, you see him frame. In that 6th spot, we saw him have an innocent little spin at turn 1 early on, but looks like so far so good for that 50-14. On to Spring's top 5 spot. 5th place, about 3 seconds ahead of him, so he's got a bit of time to make up if he wants the top 5. Like our first car lap down is going to be the 22 of Michael Christopher. So if caution comes out now, he will be the lucky dog. Brake rotors glowing red hot on that 22. 23 kind of misses the apex just behind. 2 laps down. Battle here, Jacob Boyd, Brian Jackson, Andrew Beach. Battle for 28th. I forgot to mention, is a football theme tonight, and is it a Super Bowl week? So a bunch of football themed cars out here tonight. I'll try to get them showcased before the end of the night, but not going to catch all of them. Tighten up, as Davis would say. The one I know is out here at the 11, Kenny Frisbee in the Eagles car. The Eagles colored car. PG Swiss in the LA Rams car. 34th right now. Now he is the first car lap down. Obviously, you got Wolfenbarger in the lead with the Bears. Off-season champs, undefeated in the last 5 years. Bears fan myself, I can say that. I think you got Matt Wilson in the LA Chargers car. Just turned up here, we can see a little bit better. There we go. Our night lighting on. Tony Holmes also in the LA Chargers car, so both Chargers fans in the entire planet out here in the race. Another Eagles car out there for the 04 Garrett Warren. Jesse Jones in the Cincinnati Bengals car. If we have any more. Oh no, Wyatt McCombs, the Denver Broncos car with the throwback logo on it. Quinn Newton was off track in the background. What happened to Quinn? Jacob Boyd in the Arsenal car, so wrong football, but also, you know, could be right, depending on what you think. They'll love it. Oh, Dave Hoytsma spins out of the horseshoe. He's all right. Get back going. I'm missing some schemes out here, but tried to get through all of them. Lee looks like he's going to go a lap down, I think. Yeah, so he'll be the next car to go a lap down. Wolfenbarger gets by. Dale Sr. throwback car right there. Wolfenbarger just lapping people left and right. He get 10-second lead over Brad Patton. Swiss looks like goes by Dave Hoytsma. Oh, he showed it. Get a 35th out of it provisionally. There's a lot of drivers behind him still on the track, so don't lose some spots there. But when we get pit stops underway, it should be shortly. We just had a few drivers come down pit road. Looks like Jeff Price going to begin our next cycle of pit stop today. Jeff Price coming down. I think Garrett Warren's also on pit road. Not sure if I just can't see him or if he's on pit road. Wolfenbarger's down. Leader of the race. Coming down on lap 16. Oh, Price goes around out of his box. He's going to lose a little bit of time, but no more than 10 seconds. He's all right. The nice thing about road course is everybody gets so strung out, you're not going to lose too many spots from a mistake. This is going to give him another 2x, though, from the loss of control. Now everybody's coming down pit road. Surprised we haven't had a caution, especially from that lap 1 incident. Did you spin through pit road? We'll see. I'm going to keep an eye on those drivers who are trying to stretch it out. You got Trenton Sneed. If he can go another 3 laps, I don't know, he might be on the fence of making it all the way, cutting out a stop, which would net him a lot of positions, but I think he's got to make up one more lap throughout these runs. Which he might be able to do without having the pace laps that he did at the start of the race. This time around, he might be able to make one more lap. We will see. I doubt it, but anything's possible. Trenton's pretty good at having patience, saving fuel. If anybody can do it, I think it's him. Wolfenbarger will retake the lead as Prochatsky comes down pit road. Moles Brian Martin. Garrett Warren, the 21st, as Lavin pits. Several others. Checking on our drivers who may be out. We saw Dave Hoytsma coming out early. Samuel Litchfield, it looks like, is out. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before. Still running. Like 37 cars on track. Keith up to 4th right now. Could be 3rd once the 81 pits. Like he will now, so that's going to be a little short of where I think he needed to make it. If he gets a caution in this last little bit of the race, I think he'd be able to save enough to make it to the end. It'd have to be before overtime attempts. It wouldn't have, if it added any laps to the race, he would have to pit for fuel. But I think if we get a caution before the end of the race, it would help him a ton, allow him to save that little bit of extra gas and make it there. As it is thundering outside while snowing and raining. 30 degrees. This could cause problem for the broadcast. Hopefully it's not too bad right now, but yes, our is getting thunder ice tonight. That is apparently a meteorological term. Sorry. I'm bad at the English. Carson Beckler going to rejoin right behind Garrett Warren. 17th spot. Obviously, I mentioned Wolfenbarger retook the lead. Got a 20-second lead over Nick Cooper. O'Keefe obviously did cycle back up to 3rd. Bernstein falls back right back into 13th where he was, so not really anything crazy going on right now. Drivers finished up their final pit stops of the race. 23 cars on the lead lap now. Wilson comes down pit road from, I think, around 7th. Make his final pit stop. That's going to put him close to making it to the end. I don't know what that's going to do for strategy and where that's going to put him if he cuts the stop out, but he ran 10 laps right there. And if he would only have to do, I think, 10 more, so he might be able to make it there. We will see. It's gonna be close. Shortest race in CTC history had to have taken place in Season 5. There were very short races that season. In terms of time, I couldn't tell you. I'd have to go back and look at it. That's a stat maybe I should have brought up before this race, but this will be in contention for sure. Season 5 had a 19-lap Charlotte Roval race with no cautions, so I think that's going to definitely win our shortest race in Cup Series history. Battle for second, it looks like heating up. O'Keefe, half second behind Nick Cooper. Ryan Barton. Oh, geez, they're 3 wide coming out of the horseshoe. Back it up and see what happened. Oh, off the nose of the 01, it looks like. 01 sends it in deep right here. Locks it up. Taps the 54 ever so slightly in the quarter panel, and he goes around. Gonna fall back to 8th on that. It sure is thundering outside. It's been a while since I've heard thunder. Oh man, I hate winter. Shout Harry right in the back bumper of Davis Greenwell. This is for 12th. Trent Steenel went to 11th now. It might be hailing now outside. Not sure. Wouldn't be surprised if we lose power or internet here shortly. 9 laps to go. That would be unfortunate. Definitely sounds like hail. Not sure if that's coming through, but there you go. Alright, action back on track. Getting a little sidetracked there. Greenwell still trying to hold off Choud Harry. Walker trying to hold off Warren here. Warren locks it up into the horseshoe. Warren says he'll give him that one, but Walker might have thrown the block. Oh, he gets out of shape. Oh! Saves it. No harm, no foul. Still holding on to the top 20. Rachowski and Martin. Looks like a battle for 7th. Still holding on here. Martin is up in, I think, 6th. After the bumper from the 01. I don't know whose fault it was. I'm not going to blame that anybody. Those two made contact. Martin now finds himself in 8th. Still a really good points day if he can keep it straight and take it across the checkered in this spot. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're having trouble. Some of the cameras are a little loud. Some of them are a little quiet. I thought I had my camera set up good, but it's so hard. These road courses, it's so hard to figure out camera volumes for all of them. Definitely on me for that one. I should have taken more time on it, but here we are. Wolfenbarger 21 seconds on the lead over O'Keefe, who gets up into second. So we missed that. I don't know how the pass for second happened. We'll see if we can find it. Not entirely sure. Now Harry all over the back bumper, the 20 at Greenwell. Look to the inside. That's a Cadillac team paint scheme right here, fitting for Daytona Road. Looks like he's going to get by Greenwell. Greenwell going to give him the spot. Move Chowdhury up to 11th. Within 1 second of a top 10, Brenton Sneed finds himself in a top 10 right now in 10th. Bradley Wilson looks like just took his final stop of the race. 7 to go. I'm sure Wolfenbarger won't be too far behind. He pit 7 laps ago. But split it up pretty evenly if he pits this time. Irwindale for season 10. You must not know me very well. I hate Irwindale with a passion. No offense to anybody that likes Irwindale. Place just makes me sad. Can't really explain it. Just the way it looks in iRacing, not very inviting. Brian Martin back up into 6th. I think that's going to be on pit cycles. Not entirely sure, but right now he's back into 6th place behind Patton as he got by Prochatsky. Greenwell now under fire from Micah Mixer. Nick Leo is down pit road. Looks like Christian Delgado might have had a problem. He is parked on pit road fixing damage. 4.5 minutes, so we missed that. That means there are 35 cars still on track. Wolfenbarger on pit road. And with O'Keefe and Nick Cooper. Greenwell going to come down pit road. After pitting, he's going to cycle still into the lead. Martin up to 2nd, not pitting yet. And the driver we're going to look at, Logan Wilson, I think he should be able to make it to the end. 40 seconds behind the leader. So he's not going to be able to take the lead on that pit strategy. Finds himself in 15th right now, so definitely could still net a top 10 on the strategy call. We'll see how much time he ends up losing trying to save to make it to the checker. Like Harry Grindell gets passed for 4th. Keith moves up there. Keith just pit. That's not really for position. Grindell's going to have to come down again before the race is over. So those two know that's not really for a spot. Trent Sneed, Out Hurry, and Mixer all still have to come down pit road as well, along with Martin and Perchotsky. So the only ones in the top that have not pit, or that have pit so far, is Wolfenbarger and O'Keefe. They got Cooper and Wilson who have pit already, same with Graves and Patton. We'll bring up our graphic instead of me just calling this out. Sometimes I forget I added this in for this season. Here's our last pit laps. Anybody from lap 21 and on will be able to make it to the end. Anybody else before that point will need to come down again before this race is over. So those like Martin, Perchotsky, Grindel, Sneed, Chowdhury, Mixer, Walker, Wilson, 76 of Wilson, that is. There you see them all going to come down pit road this time. Take a look at our lap sled graphic. Wolfenbarger has led all 25 laps so far. Absolute dominance from the 32 machine. Problems for O'Keefe. Sure enough, what happened to Patrick O'Keefe? He's on pit road again. Like O'Keefe picked up a pit road, I'm assuming speeding penalty. Forgot he didn't have a pit limiter. I don't know, that's just, I'm guess. But he's holding here on pit road for a penalty, and that's going to kill his night. Back to 19th so far. Now he's rolling again. Oh, that just kills you. Was having a great night. Probably a podium finish in hand. Pit road gets him. That's going to move Martin into second for now. Should net Nick Cooper second place again once everybody cycles out. Bradley Wilson hot on his tail for that spot. But not so fast. These two battling for that provisional second spot. When is Monza Oval coming back? Never. Taking in once again on Logan Wilson. I don't know, it's looking close if he can make it to the end. I said it was a lock earlier, but I'm not so sure about that. He's going to move into 9th for now, assuming he can make it all the way to the end. We have a what the F was that? Find what happened. It might be the having a patent. Let's check it out. Yeah. So Lance just kind of parks the bus through the S's there. Puts Patton in the wall. That's big problems for a top 5 contender. Gonna fall all the way back to 7th from inside the top 5. Trenton Sneed comes down for his final pit stop with 3 to go. Just be a splash and go for that 81. Back out. Like the 26 of DG Swiss has picked up a black flag as well. I think he's already served it. That car is destroyed. What happened? Back it up. Maybe before that. Before that. Farther back than that. What? There it is. I need to go really far back for that. Cars already seems cooked. That 26 has seen some action. 2 laps to go. Wolfenbarger 26-second lead. Cooper a half second behind Wilson for that second spot. Trent Sneed. Oh, there's a big cluster going into the bus stop. Grindel misses it. We'll receive a slowdown penalty, and we'll get that up pretty easily. Logan Wilson gonna have to go 11 laps on this tank. I don't know if that's gonna be possible. I think we'll see him come down either this time or next. He's big. I think he's clutching it into the straightaway, right, or into turn 1. Really trying to save that gas. If he can make it there, he's still net a good finish. 83 of Dakota lead coming in this time. Like Mixer just came down. Mixer got a black flag, so he had to come down and serve that. Dirt road's been killing these guys. Somebody just missed turn 1. I think that was a 77. Hopping and skipping. Back on track. Battle for a 7th. Perchotsky and Shouthurry. Battle for 2nd place. So close. White flag is out for Wolfenbarger. He's coming into turn 1 for the final time tonight. Through the International Horseshoe he goes. Make a nice clean lap to end this race, I'm sure. West Horseshoe, also known as the southern side of the track. Again, won't get into that. Got lap traffic, 83 of Lee in front. See if Lee just elects to let the leader by. Sure he will. He does. Horsemanship there. Again, in our 2nd place battle, Wilson and Cooper. Nick Cooper send a last-minute dive bomb to try to get this spot? I don't think so, but anything's possible. Got one more bus stop to make it happen. Meanwhile, Wolfenbarger's going through that said bus stop, and he's about got it locked up. Unless something crazy happens, unless he gets intent wrecked, I can safely assume Wolfenbarger's going to coast to this victory. Calling people bozos in chat now. He knows it. Off NASCAR turn 4, Garrett Wolfenbarger gonna take home the win here at the Daytona road course. Back in on the battle for 2nd. Cooper does not get the run he needs through the bus stop, and Wilson should come home with 2nd place. Keep an eye on the battle just in case. Across the line, Bradley Wilson takes home 2nd, Nick Cooper in 3rd. Casey Graves comes home in 4th. Everybody else still coming around. Brian Martin going to take home a top 5. Some nice rebound there for the 54 team. Brad Patton with a 6th. Harry takes home the 7th spot, followed by Prochatsky in 8th. Holmes in 9th. Trenton Sneed takes home a nice top 10, just barely. That was a good battle for 10th place. We missed it. Sorry about that. Trenton Sneed gets Harry Grinnell by about a 10th. Greenwell with 12th. Logan Wilson coasts across the line for 13th. I was wondering if he was going to be able to make it. He just coasts across the line. Decent finish for coasting there with no gas. Running on fumes. Nice job there by Logan Wilson cutting out a pit stop. Mixer 15th. Walker 15th. Mixer 14th. Bechtel 16th. Warren in 17th. O'Keefe 18th. Leo coming across in 19th. Lavin 20th. Mullins 21st. And our final lead lap car, Jesse Jones, right behind Mullins in 22nd. Wolfenbarger should be coming around to do his post-race burnouts, and here he goes. Garrett Wolfenbarger taking home the win here tonight. Shenandoah Shine locking up the top 2 in this race. That Bradley Wilson needed that after DNQing last week for the Daytona race in a last lap wreck in his duel. Gonna come out and put it on second here at the Daytona road course, so redeeming himself at Daytona. Get a word with Garrett if we can here. Wolfenbarger in here. Hey, Garrett. What's up, man? Well, you just dominated here tonight. Led all 30 laps after 56. The pole sitter took himself out, but got home in first here tonight. Led all 30 laps, like I said, and nobody was really close to you the whole night. Walk us through it. Oh,
Downs himself.
I hate to tell you, had my audio messed up. Nobody could hear you, so give a quick
Oh my
summary
God.
of what you just said.
Oh, there's no way. Actually, okay. Well, what I was saying is very unfortunate what happened to Hayden there at the beginning. Thought we were gonna have a good battle, and was shocked to see him spin it right in front of me off the start, because I knew he was fast, and it was probably gonna be my only really. I mean, there was other people that were fast, but I think me and him were kind of the two going at it. And when I seen him wreck, I was like, kind of like sad for him, but then I was also happy because I was like, let's go. We just got to be consistent here, and didn't get a single X the whole race, so that was good. And kind of just almost got in a 24 mindset. We just do this track so much that I was like not even thinking. I was just like doing the motions, and got the dub. And then Bradley too, P2. Wasn't expecting that. Every week I feel like he downs himself, where he's like, I'm not good and I gotta get faster, and then he magically just gets fast because he's delusional because he is fast and P2. So Nice shiny little 1-2 there, and nice to be locked in.
Yeah, well, uh, hate to break the news to you, but there's no winning your end this season.
What? That's not a thing?
No, no, it's all points.
Whatever. Whatever.
Hey, it's still a
Whatever.
great night for you guys in a 44 car field, taking home 1-2. Super impressive.
Yeah, there was a lot of people. Was not expecting that. Was not. I don't know. Was there more people for this than there were for the actual oval race last week?
There was only 7 less qualifiers from the duels to now. So yeah,
That's
pretty impressive.
insane.
I was not expecting that either, but yeah, man, just you just dominated. That's about it. Not much else to talk about. You got anybody you want to
Yeah.
shout out?
Yeah, I want to thank first of all, Brantley Bryant. Obviously, he's not racing this season, which is unfortunate, but still making my paint. So thanks for the Bears paint, even though we suck in real life. Try to
Yeah,
do a
we
little
do.
bit of help for the Bears and get him a P1 here. So thanks to Brantley for making my paints, and hopefully make some more for all the other races this season. Bradley for showing up and racing with me, and then obviously everyone else. Huge field tonight, so that's always good to get a lot of people in here racing. You for broadcasting, of course, and then you and obviously DG for running all these leagues all week, even though I'm only doing this one right now. But always nice to have and make a community so people can race. It's always a nice time. And then Shenandoah Shine too.
Man, well, I appreciate you talking to us. Appreciate the kind words, and see you next week for Chicagoland.
Yep, gonna be a good one.
Sure.
Thanks.
All right, that is Garrett Wolfenbarger taking home the win tonight. Well, now we'll get a word with teammate Bradley Wilson taking home a second for the 1-2 for the Shine Boys. What's going on, Bradley?
Uh, kind of just in shock. I didn't think we were going to even get a top 5 after missing turn 1 time and nearly ending up in turn 7, and then nearly killing the car like 4 other times. But we're here.
You're here, and it was really close. About a tenth and a half from you to Nick Cooper, so barely hanging on for that second spot, but still strong night for you. But just 27 seconds behind Gary. You got anything to say about that?
He sucks, and he can only win on NASCAR road courses.
All right, that's good. That's good. All right. I don't know. I don't know if you ran the 24. Did that kind of help your understanding of the car tonight?
Not at all.
Oh,
That confused me even more.
okay.
I tried
understand
running
that.
it like a GT3, and it did nothing like it.
Yeah, these things handle like dog crap on the road courses. All right.
Watkins
Well,
Glen's fine. I don't get it.
yeah. Seeing how that works. Got anybody want to shout out for the second place?
You for putting us on, the whole field for showing up. I mean, there were 50 people. That great. Shenandoah Shine, Mooncar, the Los Angeles Chargers, as we've seen. Wolfenbarger, even though he sucks, thanks for coming out and running this with me.
All right, man. Well, appreciate you coming in and talk to us. Congrats on the second. We'll see you next week.
All right, thank you, sir.
Was Bradley Wills taking home a second. Now we'll finish it off with Casey Graves. Hey, Casey, well, you took home a fourth, but we'll talk to you anyway, man. What's going on? How was your race?
I might have ruffled a couple people up, but it was a tough comeback from the first lap.
Yeah, I see you fell all the way down to 19th. Started out third, so yeah, definitely fell back a bit, but took home a nice fourth place. I don't know, what was the car like for you, and how did you get that done, taking home a fourth?
The car was pretty good. I just tried to slowly pick through traffic and just hope guys made mistakes. I don't know. I got into Brian at one point. I kind of felt bad about that one. I think he had just spun out, and then I was like, oh, this is my opportunity to get him, and then a lap car was in front of him, and yeah. But everybody else, I don't think I really roughed anybody else up.
Yeah, we only saw that once in it as well. But yeah, you seem pretty clean out there tonight. Got anybody you want to shout out for the fourth place?
Just Cooper for racing with me. I think he bailed out already. I will say Cooper's pedals were fucked up. well, it's cussing on live TV, but his pedals were messed up. I do not know how he finished third, so I'm gonna give him a shout out, and then to everybody else over at True Speed. And of course, you guys for putting the league on.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for talking to us. And see you next week.
All right, thank you.
Was Casey Graves taking home fourth. Now we'll go through our final results for tonight's race. Garrett Wolfenbarger taking home first. Bradley Wilson second. Nick Cooper third. Casey Graves in fourth. Brian Martin fifth. Brad Patton in sixth. Avit Chowdhury seventh. Jeff Perchotsky in eighth. Ronnie Holmes ninth. Trenton Sneed in 10th. All right, past that, you got Harry Grindell in 11th, Davis Greenwell 12th, Logan Wilson 13th, Micah Mixer 14th, Nolan Walker in 15th, Carson Bechtel in 16th, Garrett Warren 17th, Patrick O'Keefe in 18th, Nick Leo 19th, Brianna Lavin taking home top 20, Cliff Mullins 21st, Jesse J. Jones final lead lap car in 22nd, got Ian Montrose 23rd, Kenny Frisbee 24th, Brian Jackson 25th, Wyatt McCombs in 26th, Michael Christopher 27th, Quinn Newton in 28th, Jacob Boyd Jr. in 29th, Andrew Beach in 30th, Dakota Lee 31st, Daniel Llewellyn 32nd, Zachary Lance 33rd, DG Swiss 34th, Jason Hale 35th, Christian Delgado 36th, Jeff Price 37th, Dave Hoytsma 38th, Samuel Litchfield 39th, Jeremy Scherer 40th, Blake Giglio 41st, Jamal Collins 42nd, Zach Swicegood 43rd, and Hayden Lowell taking on the final spot in tonight's race in 44th. That's going to do it for the broadcast tonight. Thank you all for watching. I am Lucas Hoytsma. As always, really appreciate you all watching. Make sure to tune in next week for the Chicagoland race, back to the ovals, turning left. Guess we'll see y'all there. Gonna do it for tonight. See you then.